Greetings, and welcome to Porgus Plays The Third Age Long War. This is a modification to the original Medieval 2 Total War game that turns everything into a Lord of the Rings experience. It is awesome. So awesome. There is a Fellowship campaign in which you follow the story of, Frodo and the rest of the Fellowship. It's interesting. It's not really what I'm looking for at the moment. There is one setting that I wanted to look for. Unit scale, up to huge. Apply changes. So, we have a wide range of choices. A very wide range of choices. Gondor, Rohan, Dale. Those are the guys that were up in the northeast. They tend to be allied with they're allied with the dwarves, and they're the ones that were attacked by the dragon Smaug. Dwarves. Free people of Eriador, which is up in the northwest. That's where King Aragorn settled for a long time. Let's see. The High Elves, led by Elrond. The Sylvan Elves, led by King Thranduil over in the east, with his wife Galadriel. I believe. Yes, the Lord and Lady. Yes, Galadriel. Celeborn and Galadriel. Okay. We have Mordor, led by the Witch King of Angmar, because Sauron would be OP. I believe you can actually get a Sauron unit if things go right for you, but I'm not certain. Orcs of the Misty Mountains, which is Cave Trolls, which is Mordor. No, not Mordor. Moria. Orcs of Gundabad, who actually don't know, they're just north. The Men of Harad, off in the southeast, those are the ones with the Mumakils, the giant elephants. And we have the human cities of Hrun with the Easterlings. Those are the really cool guys with the masks and whatnot. Actually, they're both the ones with the masks and whatnot. Actually, don't know who the Easterlings are. In any case, they are free human people who decide to ally with Mordor instead. And of course we have Isengard. Can't forget Isengard. Led by Saruman with the Uruk-hai. And I think I'm actually going to start with Isengard, because the Uruk-hai have a special place in my heart. Isengard is a single stronghold, built by Númenóreans after the fall of their kingdom, and originally named Argrenost, the Iron Fortress. Its fortifications consist of a series of strong ring walls, with the Tower of Orthanc in the centre. Under Gondor, it became known as Orthanc, which means Mount Fane in Sindarin. Orthanc housed one of the Palantiri of the South Kingdom and was guarded by a royal warden. The Palantiri is a little orb that Saruman uses to communicate with Sauron. In the early days of the Stewards, the tower was locked and its keys taken to Minas Tirith. When Isengard fell to the Dunlendings in TA 2710, in the Third Age, 2710, they were unable to enter the tower. When Beren, Steward of Gondor, gave Isengard to the wizard Saruman in the year 2759, he also gave him the keys to Orthanc. Initially, Saruman, uncorrupted, was a good ally to Rohan, but as his mind became shadowed by the power of Sauron, his will was fixed on finding the One Ring. Spies of Saruman were searching for the One Ring near the Anduin, so Isengard was the perfect base for his operations. Saruman has not been idle. In an unprecedented act of evil, he has conspired to create Uruk-hai. These vile creatures are part orcs, part men, unaffected by sunlight, and fanatically obedient. The men in question are children of Rohan, abducted by force for Saruman's foul experiments. Harnessing the sight of the Palantir and having gone unsuspected for so long, he has gained news of the One Ring, and from his stronghold could strike anywhere. Acquiring the favour of the wild men of Dunland, who hate the Rohirrim, he has swelled his armies with vast numbers. Saruman has even developed regiments of pikemen and warg riders, specifically to counter the might of neighbouring Rohan. Isengard's hordes are aimed with bows, crossbows, yetahans, swords, and spears, and all manner of arms and armour that the smouldering forges and foundries of Isengard can churn out. The wheels of a black industry are grinding against not only Rohan, but all the free peoples of Middle-earth. Now, it generally recommends every single time to go for very hard difficulty. I don't know how this is going to go. The plus side of playing the evil guys is that even when I'm crushed, it still feels good. To have Gondor and Rohan team up against you, ride over you gloriously, it feels pretty cool. We are, however, going to go for a short campaign because long campaigns are always ridiculous. We have to hold 30 regions, and we have to eliminate Rohan. That's all. All in quotation marks. No battle time limit. Manage all cities. I don't want to have to put people into different areas. I want my generals on the front line. And do not show CPU moves. That just takes a lot of time. Let's have the advice level to tell me everything just in case there's things I miss. Let's go. Cinematics I can pull off. Oh yes, sorry for the glimpses of my desktop, but that is unfortunately going to happen a few times, that transitioning between things. Alright. A message from the mouth of Sauron. To you that follow the shadow, Sauron, chief of Morgoth, you are requested to follow and observe the simple rules, so that your time in Middle-earth may bring you greater rewards in the dark service of Mordor. Firstly, it is considered a threat to Sauron's order to betray the financial system of the world by the use of cheating in order to gain greater profit, and will no doubt have unforeseen effects. You use some cheats and things are going to happen. Secondly, it is considered cowardly and extreme to break bonds with a trusted friend in whom the oath of alliance has been given. If you wish to make war upon an ally, you should first break your bonds with him, and then only attack upon the following season. Thirdly, it is typical of idle kings to follow the poor habit known as auto-resolve. We strongly request that you refrain from such neglect of your duties, but issue clear commands to your generals and captains. You must make sure each battle or skirmish is performed under your supervision. Orcish factions of the Shadow always have an inappropriate advantage without your presence on the field, and therefore your absence is not considered a true test of your leadership. Lastly, the use of arcane arts to lift the fog of war is considered an offense to Sauron and a challenge to his all-seeing eye. For in seeing your rivals and opponents, the power may be too great, and although your successors may be many, Sauron will not allow such rivalry. Remember that both campaign and battle are supposed to be played on very hard. If it is too easy, then you're not doing it right. Thus you have been warned for the betterment of your time here in Middle-earth. Lovely. So, we start off with control of Isengard. We have Beirig and Dunyard, which is the men areas. Although we do appear to have mostly orcs and Snaga. Slaves and prisoners of the Moria orcs. So I've got a nice little mix of people. And of course, our first diplomacy man is Grimmer Wormtongue. Aww. He's mindful of risks, he's very discreet, he stretches loyalties, he's a promising diplomat, and well, nothing is known about Grimmer's early life. Grimmer's the son of Galmod, and he has a pale face and dark heavy-lidded eyes. He is henchman of Saruman and serves as an typical sycophant, flatterer, liar, and manipulator. Let's send him off.
Without question, my lord.
A little faster.
Tomorrow's journey awaits.
Listen up!
We also have Lord Ugluk. He's the guardian of the armory, and he has the ring of Isengard. He's the first commander of Isengard's armies, highly trusted by Saruman and Sauron, and also stands by Saruman's orders, beheading another orc to prevent Saruman's orders being disobeyed. He has the special ability Uruk Tide, which increases combat effectiveness, decreases fatigue, and rallies routing troops. He is the heir apparent, and an aspiring commander. He's obediently proper in all his ways. He's a mean leader, disrespects prisoners, like all orcs, and he's a night fighter. On there with him, he has 2 sets of Uruk High Raiders, who are our weakest Uruk-hai, meant only to go after peasants and whatnot. Now here at home, we have our Lord Saruman, Warlord of the White Hand, with the authorization to use the Palantiri, and the Staff of Saruman itself. Saruman the White was once the chief of the Order of Wizards, and his mission to help the free peoples of Middle-earth in the struggle against Sauron without seeking domination or power for themselves. He is wise and powerful, but he became resentful and jealous of Gandalf, and became corrupted by desire for the One Ring. His special ability is the Voice of Saruman, which scares enemy units and increases their fatigue. He is a faction leader, an aspiring commander, obediently proper, mean leader, and well-spoken. Staff of Saruman gives him respect and authority. And the Warlord of the White Hand gives him authority, command, and fear. We're going to retrain these little troops first, and we're going to be focusing on building for a time. At least while we retrain these soldiers proper. So, to start with, I think I want a mining network. Seems appropriate for Isengard, no?
Get ready for fighting!
Can I help, my lord?
With Dunyards, we'll retrain the men here. As in Barig, we will start recruiting. Now, who do we want to recruit? What maximum, eh? I see. So we can only have 1 Snagga skirmisher. It'll take 12 turns to get the next available Snagga. That's interesting. Okay, I'll play with that. And out here, I think getting a hunting hut. Get some more food out in land. Else in Dunyard, nothing. As for our taxes, what's we got? Settlements, agents, military forces. That seems to be all. Iron mine. All thanks stone. Ah! The Palantir, sometimes translated as seeing stones, are stones that can be used in communication with one another, and also to see many things across the face of the world. When its master looks in it, he can communicate with other stones and anyone who might be looking into them. People of great power can manipulate the stones to see virtually any part of the world. The Stone of Orthanc is one of the 7 Palantiri brought to Middle-earth by Elendil and his sons at the end of the Second Age. The exiles of Numenor built the Tower of Orthanc on what were then the northern borders of the realm of Gondor. And set the Palantir in the unbreachable fortress called the Tower of Orthanc. So, if the Tower of Orthanc was used to be the borders of Gondor, then I guess Rohan was originally part of Gondor. Use his instructions, press F1 while Isengard is selected. The Palantiri are housed in Minas Tirith, Barad-dûr, Isengard, and Elstirion. They are available for use every 5 turns. To use one, select a settlement that houses it and hit F3. The escape key can be used to cancel a viewing. The blue Palantir to the bottom left of the radar map in the campaign interface will flash to indicate the user's status. This indicator only flashes when one of the 4 Palantiri elements is selected, when enough turns have elapsed since the last Palantir usage. The colour indicates the status. Green. The Palantir in this settlement may be used. Red. Barad-dûr only. The eye in this settlement may be used. Orange. Enough time has elapsed to use the Palantir again, but this settlement does not meet the conditions. In some situations, you may need to deselect and then reselect the settlement for the stats to be updated correctly. Mordor, Harad, Run, Utenmeme, and Oyug. If any of these factions currently holds Barad-dûr, and they are under Sauron's protection, and Sauron is present in Barad-dûr and is master of the Ithilstone, using it for the Eye. It does not permit any other general of any of these factions to use any of the Palantiri. Therefore, when playing any of these factions and Sauron is in Barad-dûr, the Palantir usage is only possible in Barad-dûr. The indicator will flash red in Barad-dûr and orange in any other Palantir settlement. If your faction does not hold Barad-dûr, then usage is not possible. If Sauron is not in Barad-dûr, then Palantiri may be used in the same way that other factions use them. In order to use a Palantir in one of the settlements, the general must be the government of that settlement. Yes. Denethor, Saruman, and Círdan have this ancillary style of campaign. Okay, so let's try using the Palantir. Oh, it's currently blue. So apparently there's no usage status at the moment. We can't use it yet, I guess. Our current missions.
No sleeping here!
What is our current... Oh, that's the intern button. Well, okay then. The skull is the intern button, not the faction button. That is in the left side of the arrows. Bugger. I actually want to know what our relationship with Rohan was. New mission to take the rebel settlement. Our great nation appears weak to tolerate such insolence from these rebels. The council recommends you capture this rebel settlement and assert your authority of Fangorn. Okay. Here we go. Isengard houses the four Palantiri. One of the four, the Orphan Stone. Saruman currently holds the Palantiri authorization. Does that mean we can now use it? No. What? Oh, whatever. And return reports. Lost a lot of money. Recruitment. Lots of retraining. Not retraining there, there, and there. Hire one more of those guys. Hire these two. Hire you. Construction is ongoing, except for here, where we shall get a guardhouse. Though most orc rabble would consider the local ruling authority to be a pain in the backside, the reality is that without a guardhouse to administrate a growing town, it would likely remain a stagnant den of iniquity. The guardhouse predominantly ensures the settlement here is run with some sense of order, something even orcs would begrudgingly admit they need. Alright, let's have a look. Diplomacy. We're currently enemies with Rohan. Our relations are abysmal, and I'm not surprised. Bandits are of course our enemies. We're not enemies with Gondor, even though they're allied with Rohan. That's interesting. Must have been slipped by Grimmer Wormtongue and break up that little alliance there. Rohan army?
We shall listen to your proposal, but do not expect much.
How about we bribe you, eh?
No, we cannot agree to this now.
Damn. We,
Another proposition for us, then?
demand your map of information.
Let's not take this any further.
Very well. Very well.
Until we meet again.
Ah, we've reached Helm's Deep, a large valley in the northwest of the White Mountains, which encloses the most important fortress of Rohan, the Hornburg. Originally, the valley was home to a small Gondorian regiment, but after Calanerdhorn became Rohan, it became an encampment of the Rohirrim, and the guards forges of Isengard.
You sure? At once.
So this
Can I help, my lord?
this little area here
Tomorrow's
is Helm's
journey
Deep.
awaits.
Interesting. That's quite a walk that they made from. Like, I happen to know that this little area in here is the capital of Rohan, so they must have made their way out to here, which is very dangerous because the orcs probably could have cut them off pretty easily. Lucky for them, however, we are moving east.
Listen up! No sleeping here! Come on! Come on! We have completed an objective!
We have completed an objective. Let's end our turn. Want to get at least one battle in before we leave here. So let's see if we can take Fengorn. Lots of money, naturally. Construction complete of the hunting hut. And our recruitment is finished for now. Let's see, we can recruit more Snaga. Recruitment's here or here. We can start working on a grain exchange. The marketplace for food is the basis of all trade, the beginnings of a merchant class in society. Trade is a much surer way to wealth, and far cleaner than grubbing about in fields. Once trading wealth is accumulated, it can, of course, be taxed by the ruling classes, me, and used to pay for something important rather than cheap baubles for some merchant's frumpy wife, which I'm hoping would be the men's frumpy wife and not the Snaga's frumpy wives, because that is just an image I do not want.
Get ready for fighting!
Let's send out the Urukai Raiders as well. Keep on moving.
Objective!
At your service, my lord.
Give me a sub.
Without question.
Oh, my God.
This had best be worth our time.
I suppose we can bribe them.
I am not quite able to accept this.
Very well.
Good day to you.
At once. Continuing.
Listen up!
Building, building, building. Lovely. And our turn.
It's a trap!
My lord, I bring an important message from your military advisors. The flames of war are stirring in all of Middle-earth, but our military infrastructure is still only rudimentary. While militias and conscripts are being levied across our domain, we still lack the equipment, logistical support, and command structure needed to bring the full might of our armies to bear. Mobilization and general preparations are underway, but it will still be around 10 years before our professional troops are ready to step into the fray, while the reorganization and arming of our elite warriors and the implementation of our heaviest and most destructive resources may take another decade. Word shall be sent to you as each stage nears completion.
So the tech advances naturally for everyone in Middle-earth.
No sleeping here!
There's no way to fast forward it.
Listen up! Come on! We have completed an objective!
You know what, actually,
Listen up!
we're gonna dump that
Get
guy.
ready for fighting! We have completed an objective!
Everyone else can
We
move
have
on.
completed an objective!
That's Fangorn, right?
Them all!
That's Fangorn.
No sleeping
Send you
here!
back to
We
Isengard.
have completed an
Isengard, to Isengard.
Yes, my lord.
We shall listen to your proposal, but do not expect much. No, we
Nope.
cannot agree
Okay.
to this now. Until we meet again.
You have reached Edoras, the capital city of Rohan. It was built by Rohan's second king, Brego, son of Earl the Young. It is home to Meduseld, the golden hall of the king of Rohan. At the top of the hill, Edoras' great stables were built by Meduseld itself.
Yes. Yes. I shall speak with their representative.
Yep, good old
Stopping here.
Grimmer Wormtongue's favourite position. Straight in the heart of luxury. Any more units to hire? No. Very well. Construction seems to be going along swimmingly across the board. Excellent. Excellent.
Get ready for fighting!
Very well, we can end things here, I think. are our financial details for next time. Projected profits of 1,000. Excellent. Ten reports. Our rating has gone up in everything. We constructed the guardhouse and the grain exchange. And we've got some Snaga archers in Isengard.
Pick your feet up. Get ready for fighting.
Let's do a round of recruitment. Ah, we can now look into the Palantir. Using the Palantir could give us possibility to see any part of Middle-earth and the plans of our enemies. We may either focus on viewing on local regions or use it to view anywhere. However, consider that using a Palantir can have long-term negative effects on the user, especially if Sauron has commands the Ithelstone. No, we shall use it. Ah, interesting. Forces are moving across Gondor. Very powerful forces.
You cannot hide.
My Lord Sauron, I do not wish to hide. Seems that Gondor is weak on the western side. They are currently rife with people moving through the area.
We doubt there is much you can offer us.
A bribe, perhaps?
I do not believe. Farewell, then.
I cannot reach that place, my lord. At once, tomorrow's journey awaits.
I'll just move through. Construction. Yes. Can we not have another diplomat? Oh, our agent is reached. Ah, I see Yagthak as the Crebain of Dunland. There is no better view than from above. The Crebain of Dunland are the perfect spies for Isengard. Isn't that sweet? Alright, warg breeders, bowyers, markets, a hunting lodge, a temple of Melkor, or a butchery. I think I'll go for a market here too. We can start trading between Byrib and Dunedain. That would be nice. And for Dunedain itself, a leather tanner. More armor is lovely.
No sleeping here. Get ready for fighting.
Alright, Lord Ugluck. This is our final move for tonight.
Attack.
Let's take
Destroy them.
Fangorn village. Hahaha, men. This is attacking in the night. Now I'm doing so because we have better command while we are attacking in the night. However, I'm not certain how this is going to go. You see, well, it's very hard to see at night, as you can tell. I'm not sure how well this is going to play out on this video. I will bump up brightness to its highest, but I don't think it's actually going to affect much. Just bear with me. Hopefully we do seem to have sight on something going on in there. So it's just mostly bandits and whatnot that have taken over the area. So let's get our... Let's get our Snagas over here. Well, the Uruk-hai Raiders can take the front. Actually, you know what? No. We can have the men take that front. They've got spears, they can take their time. Meantime, let's get our Uruk-hai Raiders over on the flanks. And of course, our Uruk-hai commander shall be at the back. That's where all Uruk-hai commanders should be. Oh my. Alright, come on, split yourselves around, Ben. It's only arrows. Oh dear, actually no. Don't bother. Let's march in. What's wrong with you? Now we can light up the battlefield with our own flaming arrows. Ooh. Oh yes.
Smell of burnt man.
Right, our running Urukai, I've got them there. Send them further around. Just one of them flank from every side. Our men are on their way inside. I'll take the off guard mode for Dunlending. They're hardly disciplined enough.
Slay them.
Get Israelis nearly in position. As are these. These guys will take a while longer. But we should be able to get them there eventually. I'll probably be pretty tired by the time we get there, but that's no matter. Let's close the Snaga skirmishers in closer so they can get some arrows in. Shit, they're already shaken. Humans. Pathetic. Let's move up the Urukai bodyguards. They should be fine against this kind of fire. Alright, these Orc Raiders have finished moving. Let's move them in. Some brief flashes of our troops. Well, the humans are still holding out for a while. I'll be leaving soon, but they're holding. They're holding. Skirmishers are close enough to be throwing. Also being peppered with fire. There we go. Our next group is ready to march in. Third group, come on, you're almost there. More people need to twist around, and they're done. Now that everyone's ready, let's get you lot running. Rip them apart. If there's any kind of freelance we can do. Yeah, that's sort of something, I guess. Fronts.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
The bandit leader is dead at our feet. And so the rest of them begin to break and run. As you can see, we have them fairly well surrounded now. They fight only because it is their town centre. With their morale so shattered, all of them are going to die very, very quickly. Also a benefit is most of them are missile troopers. They're not used to handling heavy infantry along every line. So not with the fire raining in. Oh yes, they seem quite upset.
Half the enemy force remains.
Let's move in. Oh, the humans actually managed to stay there. They didn't run at all. Well done. Slowly carving our way through. It's going to be hard to see the corpses afterwards. Oh, there goes another man on fire. Of course it won't be hard to see the... Oh, I suppose it will be even harder to see the corpses, considering it's going to be filling out Urukai bellies. Yes, this group especially has put a very large dent inside that side. Inside that side. Yeah, that makes sense. Another wave of the Urukai. No fool could lose this battle. Decided to just put these little Dunlending clansmen in a little silly position. These guys appear to have stopped firing. Are they not close enough anymore? Seems they're close enough. Come on. Yeah, so our army unfortunately is rather tiring. A few baked Urukais, nothing compared to the kind of banked humans we can have. In fact, if we turn off the flaming arrows, we're unlikely to pierce through the Urukai armor anytime soon. Because all these light infantry should be no problem at all. So we slaughtered 77% of the enemy. A little while longer for this battle to complete. In fact, I might just boost the speed up. Slaughter. Charge the back line.
Our men no longer command the city.
They've lost the middle section of their force. There's only part left. Oh, very valiant troops you have been. Defending yourself in the forests against the enemy. But no more. No more. Fengon is ours. And that's what I love to see. Many men lost for the enemy cause, but even more of the enemy itself. I think we lost maybe 30 men to friendly fire. Oh, it's perfect being evil. And so we take Fengon. Oh, well, of course, we are the orcs. We exterminate the populace and start putting in our own. Resistance is futile. Few people in this place that remain have no misunderstandings about who their master is now or their lot in life. Once your troops were ordered to butcher the local inhabitants, those that survive swiftly realize that they are ultimately expendable, and that defying their new governor will likely just lead to a grisly demise. Mission success. Enemy army routes. And Grimmer's path is blocked. We don't care about you, Grimmer. Our recruitment here, but now we can start on our construction. A camp watch. Actually, no. We want some hunting huts because we need to grow that population back up from its original 250. 1057, 220, excellent. Well, I'm going to leave off things here. We are the mighty armies of Isengard. We've taken Fangorn Forest as our own, and we'll begin our mining facilities there, along with our wood chopping facilities there, immediately. Grimmer Wormtongue is worming his way into Gondor, where we, at least, seem to have better relations than Rohan. Let's see if we can have Gondor leave Rohan in the dust, shall we? I mean, it's only natural anyway. Until next time, this has been Porgus playing Third Age Total War. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck with all your